Hey Jagannath, 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 hey
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Uncle, are you back?
Yes. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, so seems like devotees have not yet joined, but we will start. It's already about 8 minutes. So give me 1 second here. And okay. So last week we discussed about the Hera Panchami festival in relation to Jagannath Rathayatra. So today we will talk about little very interesting aspect of Rathayatra, the return Rathayatra. So I don't know how many of us really know about it, but we'll go through that. Very wonderful pastime. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pashyat Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita
Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Yeah.
So again, today the topic I thought we can discuss because we just celebrated Rathayatra not just in Jagannath Puri, the original place, but also in Harrisburg. So the significance of Rathayatra, actually it should be the significance of return Rathayatra. But we'll talk about both, the Rathayatra and return Rathayatra, right? So this is the grand view of Jagannath Rathayatra in Jagannath Puri. 3 chariots of Shri Jagannath, Baldev and Subhadra. And so actually there are names to each. There are 3, all 3 are made little differently in terms of colors, polishes, and the name of Bhagwan Jagannath's chariot is Nandi Ghosh, and you will see it in yellow and red mostly here, right? And then the chariot of Mother Subhadra Devi is The name is Darpa Dalna, and it is in black, and this is black on the side and red in the front. And then we see the chariot of Baldev, and it is Tal Dhwaja, little greenish and red here. So first the chariot of Baldevji in the front, in the middle goes Mother Subhadra's chariot, and then in the end Jagannath. So the sequence also has a significance that first we go through Guru Tattva, spiritual guide, spiritual master, understand how to approach Krishna, really. We understand the science of bhakti, science of self-realization, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we study through Guru Tattva. And then then Subhadra, Mother Subhadra is the controller of Yoga Maya. So there are two Mayas, Mahamaya, which we are all under control in this material world. And when we take up the process of bhakti, Yoga Maya takes control. And then when we are purified, then we are out of the three modes of material nature, which are Mahamaya, which are under the control of Mahamaya. So Yoga Maya. So once we start into the process of bhakti, by the mercy of spiritual master, Guru Tattva, Shri Baldevji, then Yoga Maya takes control. And then we get access to Jagannath, Krishna. So that's a sequence. And that's why it is in this sequence. The cards, the chariots are in this sequence. Everything that we celebrate in Krishna consciousness, in bhakti, has a science behind it, spiritual science. So last week we discussed about Hera Panchami, which is also known as Lakshmi Vijayotsav, because Mother Lakshmi, Krishna promised to her that I will go out with my sister and brother and come back in couple of days, and he didn't come back even in 5 days. So on the 5th day, Mother Lakshmi goes with her soldiers, and she wants Krishna back, Jagannath back. And Jagannath says, I will come in soon. So he sends her back again. And she gets angry, and there is a whole pastime we discussed, how she even breaks a portion of the Rath, and her soldiers beat the soldiers of Jagannath. They are like a divine pastime, sweet pastime. So it is also known as the victory celebration of Mother Lakshmi, Lakshmi Vijayotsav. Not the Vijayotsav that we celebrate as Dashera. This is Lakshmi Vijayotsav. So we read many verses. We can read few more verses and refresh our memory what's going on so that we can link up. So this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 14. So we saw in the angry mood, the goddess of fortune arrived at the main gate of the temple, accompanied by many members. So which temple? Now Gundicha temple. Lord Jagannath has traveled from the main Jagannath temple to Gundicha temple. So main Jagannath temple is Dwarka, and Gundicha temple is Vrindavan. So that's there. Jagannath Jagannathera mukhya yat bhratya gane Lakshmi Devi Radha Si Gana Karena Bandhane. When the procession of Mother Lakshmi arrived, the maid servants of the goddess of fortune began to arrest all the principal servants of Lord Jagannath. This fight is going on now between Lord's soldiers and his consort's soldiers. Bandhiya aniya pade Lakshmira charane kor yena danda kari laynanadhane. The maid servants bound the servants of Jagannath, handcuffed them, and made them fall down at the lotus feet of the goddess of fortune. Indeed, they were arrested just like thieves who have their riches taken away. So this is a description how they are being beaten and imprisoned by the soldiers of Mother Lakshmi. Now what? So this is the Leela which is being played by devotees in Jagannath Puri, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates are watching this pastime, this drama, right? And this happened actually in real. Now devotees are playing this drama on the day of Hera Panchami. So what happens then? Seeing all this, Lakshmi sange dasi ganera pragalbhya dekhiya hase Mahaprabhu ragana mukhe hasta diya. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his associates, saw such impudence exhibited by the maid servants of the goddess of fortune, they covered their faces with their hands and began to smile. So seeing all this drama being enacted by the devotees, and how the associates of Mother Lakshmi are defeating the associates of Lord, who is hidden inside the temple of Gundicha, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates are laughing. They're trying to cover their laughs, and they begin to smile. Damodara kahe ऐसे मानेरा प्रकार त्रिजगते कहाँ नहीं देखी सुनियार. Shri Swarup Damodar says, there is no egoistic pride like this within the three worlds. At least I have never seen it or heard of it. Because Mother Lakshmi is in the man now. So this transcendental pride, he is commenting that I have never seen this kind of pride. And then he describes how when a woman is neglected and disappointed, then she does man. She gives us ornaments, and in a very distressed condition, she will sit down on the ground. So he is describing the features of woman when she is not happy, right? Most of us might have kind of seen that little bit at home also. When mothers are not happy, how they will express that unhappiness. And then they are describing, the associates of Lord are describing how Krishna's queen in Dwarka, they also display this kind of pride, this kind of man. And I have also heard of it in the gopis of Vrindavan. So similarly, that same man, similar kind of man is done by gopis and Radharani in Vrindavan. But here, the difference between the man, the pride that Krishna's queens are showing or Mother Lakshmi is showing, versus the pride or the man that gopis of Vrindavan or Srimati Radharani shows, that here it is more like controlling Krishna for their pleasure, because they want Krishna's association. They want to get pleasure from Krishna's association. On the other hand, the gopis and the mood in Vrindavan is more to please Krishna. He likes that man. He likes to see gopis or Radharani sometimes in this pride, so that he can enact the pastime of pleasing them or glorifying them or say sweet words to them. So little difference in the mood there. All these moods are described very nicely in Srila Rupa Goswami's Nectar of Devotion. So in all the following verses, actually the points from Nectar of Devotion, those are also described. That Mahaprabhu, see how devotees are, they actually discuss. When they see these kind of Krishna conscious skits, dramas, it's fun, definitely fun, but it also ignites the discussion of more of devotional kind of discussion. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates are commenting like this, the moods of women or Vrindavan or Dwarka, the ladies of Dwarka and Vrindavan, then Mahaprabhu says, please tell me of the varieties of pride manifested in Vrindavan. More detail, like what kind of mood the gopis, what kind of pride the gopis in Vrindavan and Radharani shows. They are different layers of pride. And so that discussion is given in here. The anger of gopis, the pride of gopis. So those things are given. I think little deeper study of that. So let's skip that for now. Then what happens is, so after that, Lord realizes his condition that Mother Lakshmi is not happy and he might not get the entry back in home. So he decides to go back. So after staying in Gundicha temple, about a week after, Lord decide, okay, it's time to go back home. He gets a report, Mother Lakshmi is very, very angry. So he's now kind of uncomfortable and he wants to go back. What happens there? Now, this is called as return Rath Yatra. When Lord goes back from Gundicha temple back to his own main Shri temple, which is main Jagannath temple. Now, so when we do Rath Yatra in here, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, wherever, so half of the Rath circle we can say Krishna is coming from Dwarka to Vrindavan, and then the other half is Krishna going back to Dwarka from Vrindavan. Right? This is how we can get into that consciousness. So before we go into return Rath Yatra, the significance, the spiritual significance of Jagannath Rath Yatra is gopis are making, or devotees are making the effort to unite Radha and Krishna. Right? So we can see on the left, this is also called as the first Rath Yatra. When Krishna went to Kurukshetra from Dwarka, then gopis and Brajvasis also came there, and they wanted to unite Krishna and Radha in Vrindavan. They want to see Krishna in Vrindavan because they know Krishna is most happy in Vrindavan only because of the sweet pastimes and the informal interaction he has with devotees. Madhuri Bhav. Madhuri Bhav is when we have informal relationship with somebody, right? If we always do just pranam and dur se, very awe and reverence, or too much respect, then that closeness doesn't come. Just like between friends, right? It's a Madhuri Bhav because they can abuse each other, they can hang out together, and they can even beat each other, laughingly, playing jokingly, right? That is Madhuri Bhav. Similarly, relationship between husband and wife, it comes under Madhuri Bhav. So things like that. Now, the significance is the devotees are uniting Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. They're bringing Krishna from Kurukshetra or Dwarka, we can say, and taking him back to Vrindavan. And that happened after 100 years because Krishna went out of Vrindavan about the age of 12, and then he came back, I think, after more than 100 years, actually, at the age of 120, more than 120 years old. And then, so here Gundicha temple again, we have to remember is the Gundicha temple is Vrindavan Dham, and temple of Jagannath is Dwarka. So the meaning of Rath Yatra is taking Jagannath, Shri Krishna, from Dwarka to Vrindavan. Now, this also signifies the journey of soul, us. When we participate in this Rath Yatra, it signifies our movement towards Krishna, that we are going more towards Krishna. And another important aspect of Rath Yatra is it cleanses our sins. Just participating in Rath Yatra purifies us, as per scriptures. And it also signifies how easy it is to access Krishna in the form of Jagannath. Very, very easy. We can pull his chart, we can take his darshan from very so close, we can feed him prasadam. So many spiritual significances of this festival. See, so On the left, very nice picture of how gopis were taking Krishna. They actually took out the horses from the cart, from the chariot, and they themselves took control of the chariot, holding it and pulling it from Kurukshetra all the way to Vrindavan. That is the mood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing us, that we should carry the Rath Yatra. We pull the chariot, right, in the Rath Yatra ourselves, singing and dancing and taking the names of Lord Krishna, chanting Mahamantra, bhajans, right? See, the beauty of these devotional practices is that we are trying to first we are trying to clear our anarthas, Kam, Krodh, Moh, Lobh, Matsarya, which are very, very heavily imbibed in our personalities, and they will come out sometime or the other time, right? Now, by touch of Krishna, the only way we can get rid of anarthas is getting the touch of Krishna. No other way. Just like Prahlad Maharaj, he got the touch of Shri Narsingha Bhagavan. Or Dhruv Maharaj, he got the touch of Krishna when Krishna puts his conch shell on his head. Similarly, in this age, his incarnation is Krishna has come in the form of Mahamantra. Kali Kale Nam Avatar. The names of Krishna are the incarnation of, or name of Krishna is the incarnation of Krishna in this Kali Yuga. So when we chant nicely, when we participate in Kirtan, when we chant our japa, Krishna, if we are doing it nicely, then Krishna is touching us and clearing away our anarthas. So that's why in anything we do, we add chanting of Krishna's names. Because that unless we are clarified, we are clear of our anarthas, our perfection in bhakti will be difficult. So now this is another very nice picture of how gopis are pulling the chariot. You can see the tents of Krishna's team and the gopis team on the left. Or left is Krishna's team and right is gopis team. You can see that. Right? Now, similarly, we all have seen this logo of ISKCON, right? Anyone knows the significance of this logo? Why this picture has been designed for ISKCON's logo? Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON's logo. Anyone knows? I hope everyone is listening. Maybe all of us can just say Hare Krishna once. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. So it's actually, this logo is just not like out of somebody's imagination. It has a very deep meaning. So first of all, let me say, just like gopis were pulling Krishna's chariot to Vrindavan, so also it signifies our journey back to Krishna. Similarly, on that consciousness, based on that consciousness, this logo of ISKCON is designed and approved by Srila Prabhupada. What it says, just like when we can see lotus right here, this is lotus Kamal, and then we see Tilak, the Gaudiya Vaishnava Tilak, which has two lines and then Tulsi Patra at the bottom. So, first of all, we all know, we have discussed many times, we are in this material world, right? This black on the bottom, the Brahmand and the whole Bhautik Jagat. And then beyond that is Virja river, right? That separates material world and spiritual world, Vaikuntha. And then we see on the top, there is a Golok Vrindavan, beautiful spiritual world. How it is described in Bhagavad Gita? Na tad bhashyate suryo, na shashanko, na pavakaha. Yat gatva na nivartante tad dham paramam mama. Krishna is saying, Shri Krishna is saying, मेरा धाम कौन सा है? Where there is no need for any sun or moon to light up. It is Swayam Prakashit. And no need of any fire for the light. It is self-manifested, self-maintained, and self-illuminated, right? And one who goes there will never come back. He will just stay there in my service. He will enjoy all the riches. The best enjoyment of this material world we can think of, or we might have experienced, million, trillions more kind of bliss we will experience in this Golok Vrindavan. So this is, so the reason I was coming to that point is because this lotus signifies that Golok Vrindavan. It is in the shape of lotus. This Golok Vrindavan is in the shape of lotus. Another nice picture which is shown here is this. Radha Krishna, gopis, brajvasis, cows, kalpavrakshas. We discussed all that in Brahma Samhita when we were discussing. Beautiful, beautiful spiritual world, right? So this lotus here signifies Golok Vrindavan. Now this U, which is this part of Tilak, it also signifies Krishna's two lotus feet. And what is there at the lotus feet of Krishna? Tulsi Patra, right? Tulsi Patra. And another deeper meaning of this logo is that there are two sides, right? One side is Barsana, and other side is anyone?
Vrindavan.
Where does Radharani come from? Barsana. And where does Krishna come from? Nandagaon. So we'll see this picture, this image there. So here on the right top, Barsana. And here Nandagaon. And Radharani comes from Barsana and Krishna comes from Nandagaon. They meet in Vrindavan. That is the significance. So how? Nandagaon, Barsana, both are coming to meet in Vrindavan. This Tulsi Patra is the representation of Vrinda, the controller of Vrindavan, or the Maharani of Vrindavan. Very beautiful meaning of this logo. Sometimes we just see it and, so this is how we should develop our consciousness. Each and everything we see, right, we should associate that with Krishna. So that is the purpose of ISKCON. Srila Prabhupada built or manifested ISKCON to take us to this spiritual world, Golok Vrindavan, from this material world. So, very, very nice point. I thought I should share with everyone. So we saw various aspects of Jagannath Rathayatra, and these are the names of the three chariots we discussed. So first Snanayatra, then Gaja, Vesha, Anavasara, Navayojam, Sherafanara, then Gundicha temple. Now this return Rathayatra is also known as Bahuda Yatra. Bahuda in Odia means return, Vapas Jana. So this is the 7th step here. After a week, this happens, Bahuda Yatra. Now, one question that comes is, so this return yatra also happens in the same grand way, right? As Krishna goes from Jagannath temple to Gundicha temple, this return also happens in the same grand way after a week. So now the question is, now Krishna is going back to Dwarka, right? Return is from Vrindavan to back to Dwarka or Mathura, whatever we can say, right? So how should we celebrate? Now, is it a happy situation for devotees or gopis to take Krishna out of Vrindavan? Do we really celebrate? Should we pull chariot when Krishna is going out of Vrindavan? It's a deeper question. How should we see that? Did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, did he participated in this return Rath Yatra? What happened then when the return Rath Yatra was happening? So there is the answers are given in, let me see if I have that here. So this picture, everyone knows what's going on in this picture? Anyone? This is Akrura taking Krishna and Balram from Vrindavan to Mathura. And gopis are in great distress. They are crying. So the point is that taking Krishna out of Vrindavan is not a favorable situation for gopis. So how should we celebrate? How should we see that? Right? So there is a devotee associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with the name of Sri Murari Gupta. Actually, he is the original biographer of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes because he was with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu since early childhood. He was his classmate also. So he wrote one of the first biographies of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with the name Shri Krishna Chaitanya Charitamritam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Charita Amritam. There is a devotee, and he's a Russian devotee, but he lives in India, Madhavanand Prabhu. He was a disciple of His Holiness Gaur Govind Maharaj. He has written a very nice article about this return Rath Yatra. So he mentions that in this Shri Krishna Chaitanya Charitra Amritam, what was the mood of Mahaprabhu? Did he pull the cart or how did he celebrate? So there is a verse that comes in this scripture that says, Gaur Chandro Ratham Anugata. Gaur Chandro Ratham Anugata. Meaning, moon-like Gauranga followed behind the cart of Lord Jagannath. So in the return, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu participated in the festival. He participated in all the festivals of Jagannath when he was in Jagannath Puri. But the way he participated in this return Rath Yatra is not pulling the chariot, but walking behind the chariot. Because we see so the mood was that Akrura is taking Krishna out of Vrindavan, and how the gopis were feeling. They just lie down in front of the cart of the chariot, and they got hold of the wheels of chariot, and they were crying, taking the names of Krishna and crying, don't go, don't go. So the same mood, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu followed behind the cart when he was leaving the Vrindavan, when he was leaving the Gundicha Mandir. Because gopis never pulled the cart when Krishna went out. They only pulled the cart to bring Krishna back from Kurukshetra. Very interesting pastime. Here another picture, we can see how gopis are behind the chariot of Krishna when Akrura Maharaj is taking them to Mathura. That is why these pastimes that are happening in Jagannath Puri are very, very deep. It's just not for fun or just not another get together. So just like all of us participated in the Rath Yatra, and thank you for everyone's services with the Prasadam on Friday, and all of you participated. Did anyone observe? I observed one devotee who was behind the chariot in Harrisburg also. I don't know if anyone observed that, but and then I could understand when I read this pastime, the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It doesn't mean that, from next Rath Yatra we all run back to the run to the back of the Rath Yatra. And that's not the point. Because everyone has services. Somebody has water distribution services in the festival. So somebody has to pull the cart also. So it doesn't mean that somebody who is behind the chariot is advanced devotee. First thing is that we should make sure our services are covered and all the devotees are comfortable. But the point is that the consciousness, what we can think of. So when the half of the Rath Yatra is completed next year, then we can think about, now, then we can get in that mood that now Krishna is going out of Vrindavan. So how gopis must be feeling, how Radharani must be feeling. And then this mood of separation will develop. So this both mood of union and separation is necessary, because that is how Krishna performed his pastimes in Vrindavan, in Vraj, both union and separation. So these are the little deep subjects, but the point is that how should we participate in Rath Yatra and then return Rath Yatra. So this Jagannath Puri has actually many names. Now we can see the depth of pastimes that are happening in Jagannath Puri, right? Even just this one Rath Yatra pastime has so many aspects, right? So many pastimes related here. We are seeing that. So the point is that, okay, so the Purushottam Kshetra, it is also known as Purushottam Kshetra. Jagannath Puri is also known as Purushottam Kshetra, the place of Supreme Lord, Purushottam, the Dham of Purushottam. It is also known as Shri Kshetra. Shri Kshetra means the place of Lakshmi Devi, because here the consort of Bhagavan is Lakshmi Devi. Anna Kshetra also is the name of this place, because it is the place of Prasadam. Anna Kshetra. All the time Prasadam is getting offered multiple times, many times, and distributed. They said that if we have not eaten Prasadam there, then our visit to Puri is not completed. It is also known as Durlava Kshetra, meaning a difficult place to enter, very mysterious place. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the Guru Maharaj of Srila Prabhupada, he also addressed it as Vipralamba Kshetra, the place of separation, because this pastime of Rath Yatra is also the pastime of separation, at least the return Rath Yatra. And another name is Gupta Dham. Another name for Jagannath Puri is Gupta Dham, a hidden, mysterious place. Because so many deep, mysterious pastimes are happening there. In Gundicha, the mood is Vrindavan, all the devotees. And even today, if we go to Gundicha temple, there are nice Vrindavan-like gardens there. That's how it is built. So very, very nice consciousness that we can get into when we are participating in the return Rath Yatra. Now, there are a few more things we can discuss, that when return Rath Yatra is happening, and in the Srimad Bhagavatam, some nice verses are there. What is the mood of gopis when Krishna is going away? Maybe we can read a couple of verses. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Or maybe this is not the right verse. Let's go to 16. Yeah, this one. Very nice verse. It is actually 10, 39, 19. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. Gopi Uchu. Shri Gopya Uchuhu. अहो विदादस्तव न क्वचिदया संयोज्य मैत्रिय प्रणयेन देहिनः तांश्चाकृतार्थान् वियुनक्षि अपार्थकं विक्रीडितं ते अर्भकचेष्टितां यथा. When Krishna was going away from Vrindavan, the gopis are calling out to Vidhata. They don't see Krishna as Supreme Lord or Vidhata. They say, whoever is Vidhata, right? Whoever is the controller of this creation is, you have no mercy. You bring embodied creatures together in friendship and love, and then senselessly separate them before they fulfill their desires. This whimsical play of yours is like a child's game. Just like when children go to the beach or seashore, they create or make sand houses, and then they will destroy it in a playful mood, right? Without caring for anything. Similarly, Gopi are saying, Vidhata, you are like that. You first bring people together, and then they get into friendship or loving relationships. And then out of the blue, and most often without any warning, they get separated. Maybe due to death, maybe due to one person has to move to some other place, like we left our parents, we had to come to USA. We spent so many years together with our family in India, and then due to whatever reasons, our desires, or even when desires, for whatever desires, we get separated, right? And then again we develop new relationships, friendships, and then again eventually we separate, maybe in the form of death, right? So they are saying that why you do that, the kind of cursing. So very nice verses. We might not be able to go into all of them, but one verse definitely I would like to cover is 31 because it shows the actual mood. Shuka uvacha evam bruvana virhatura bhransham vraja striyaha krishna vishakta mansaha visrajya lajjam rudhasam visijra lajjam ruduhusam suswaram Govinda Damo Dharmadhaveti. So gopis say a lot of things in their emotions, in their love for Krishna, because they were in great distress seeing Krishna going out. Sri Shukdev Goswami says, after speaking these words, the ladies of Vraja, who were so attached to Krishna, felt extremely agitated by their imminent separation from him. They forgot all shame and loudly cried out, O Govind, O Damodar, O Madhava. So they used to chant, the gopis, they used to chant the names of Krishna even when Krishna was there in Vrindavan, in Braj. And when Krishna used to go out for cow herding or to perform his pastimes in Govardhan or Radhakund, they used to wait whole day, the elderly gopis in Vrindavan, and they used to perform all their duties, household duties or whatever duties they had, by chanting these bhajans, these names of Krishna. Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. This is very nice. It is written by Sri Bil Mangal Thakur also. Agare Kurunam Athapadavandam. Let me read it again. Agare Kurunam Athapandavanam Dushashanehat Vastrakesha Krishna Tadakshrot Ananyanatha Govinda Damodar Madhaveti Vikretu Kama Kil Gopakanya Murari Padarpita Chitta Vrittihi Dhadyadhikam Mahosavad Avochad Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. This was the condition of gopis. They were so much Krishna conscious. Though desiring to sell milk, dahi, butter, the mind of young gopi was so absorbed in the lotus feet of Krishna that instead of calling out milk for sale, when they used to go दूध दही बेचने के लिए जाते थे गांव में ब्रज में, तो instead of saying कि milk ले लो दही ले लो, they used to say or sing गोविंद ले लो दामोदर ले लो माधव ले लो. This is what the condition of gopis, so much Krishna conscious. ग्रहे ग्रहे गोप वधू कदम्बः सर्वे मिलित्वा समवाय योगे पुण्यानि नामानि पठन्ति नित्यं गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति. In house after house, groups of cowherd ladies gather on various occasions. They just used to find कि बहाना मिल जाए, इकट्ठे हो जाए, because like-minded devotees like to get together. When devotees are like-minded, they have the same mood, same goal, same hunger to advance in bhakti, same hunger to serve Krishna, similar hunger, they want to come together, because it's very difficult to perform bhakti alone. We can't do that. It's not possible. And that's why it is called as we need Sajatiya Sangha in bhakti. We are like-minded devotees. So all our devotees, all are good, right? But we need to find our Sajatiya Sangha, which is like-minded, right? Where we can share our heart confidentially. Nobody will judge us. And we can share our heart, our weaknesses, our strength, what challenges we are facing in bhakti. We can share with each other and grow together, nourish each other with Krishna Katha. We can chant together, and there is no other mixed mode, right? कि मजा भी करना है, ये भी करना है. But devotees who want to advance, they always look for Sajatiya Sangha. Similarly, these cowherd ladies, gopis, are gathering together and taking the names of Krishna. What they are singing? Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. Maybe all of us can unmute ourselves and we can sing together Govind Damodar Madhaveti once. If possible, you can unmute yourself. Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Govinda
Damodar Madhaveti Govinda
Once more, yeah.
Damodar Madhaveti.
Everyone, if they can unmute themselves.
तीसरे थी
Madhaveti, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. Everyone can hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is how the mood of gopis, right? This is how they're they are sharing their distress in the absence of Krishna. When Krishna is there in Vraj, and then he is just waiting for him to come back in the evening. Now think of Krishna leaving Vrindavan. What must be their condition? Very difficult condition for them. Hard for us to understand because we have not. We can probably relate to whenever somebody whom we love, they get separated from us. They might move to some other city. Whenever kids, they will go to college campus, or they will go to other city for jobs. So much pain, so much distress parents get, right? And they will keep remembering the memories, keep talking about it, right? Another few verses we can sing. Sukham shayana nilayani japi namani Vishnu pravadanti martyaha te nishchitam tanmayatam vrajanti govinda damo dharmadhaveti. Even the ordinary mortals comfortably seated at home who chant the names of Vishnu, Govind, Damodar, and Madhav certainly attain at least the liberation of having a form similar to that of the Lord. Chanting is very, very important. It is the foundation. It is the foundation. It is the foundation of our bhakti. We cannot escape chanting the names of this process that has been given to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's all about chanting the names of Krishna. Such a sweet verse here. Jive sadev bhaja sundarani namani krishnasya manoharani samast bhaktarti vinashanani govinda damodar madhaveti. Samast bhaktera vinashanani. All the obstacles in the life of devotees, just by chanting the names of Krishna, they will be destroyed. Just by chanting. What a guarantee. Sukha avasane tva idam eva sharam dukha avasane tva idam eva geyam देहावसाने त्वइदम एव जाप्यम Govinda Damodar Madhaveti. This is the essence. सब चीज का सार. What is the sar? That just chant. When we are leaving the body, only thing we have to worry about is, will I be able to chant? Or will I have the association of devotees who will chant around me, who will make my journey to other lok, other Vaikuntha, other world, right? To Parlok, easy, right? That's why association of devotees is so important, because who knows what kind of condition we will be in when we will be leaving our body. We might not be able to speak or chant or even hear. Who knows, right? So we need those vibrations around us. So only when we have association of devotees, we can ensure this, because devotees will come from how the Srila Prabhupada will arrange. There are so many stories, real stories, where out of nowhere devotees ended up in some devotee's house when he was leaving the body and he was alone. Nobody was there around him, and somebody just came from temple saying that I just thought of seeing you after a long time, and he brings garland for Krishna, and then devotees with him, prasad, and they are chanting, and the person just in those few minutes, that devotee left the body, right? So that should be our prayer, or one of the very important prayers we should do. How we would like to see ourselves leaving the body. See, we say Bhishma Pitamaha ko iksha mrityu ka vardhan tha. We all hear that and read that. But in reality, all of us have been given that blessing. But हमारी इच्छा ही नहीं है ना. अभी हम तो सोच ही नहीं रहे कि मृत्यु कब होगी हमारी, जब होगी देखा जाएगा, या होश में नहीं है कि when we will die, right? But this is real Iksha Mrityu Vardhan. We have this freedom to desire for that kind of death that we want. We can pray to Krishna every day, every morning, every night, especially when in the night when we go to sleep. Who knows? Who will see the morning, right? So how we want to leave the body, we should pray to Krishna, and Krishna will arrange that. We all have been given this Iksha Mrityu Vardhan, just not Vishnu Tadama. So it's 8:32, or actually 8:30 at least. So I will conclude here. So back to what we discussed about the Rath Yatra, return Rath Yatra. It is celebrated by Gaudiya Vaishnavas, by the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the mood that Krishna is being taken away to Mathura or Dwarka, out of Vrindavan, by Krur Maharaj, and how gopis felt. So that completes the whole Rath Yatra actually, right? So we can repeat this session before the next Rath Yatra and try to keep ourselves in that consciousness as much as possible that time. Even more Rath Yatras are coming in September, and Philadelphia Rath Yatra will happen. So we can try to remember some points if you like them, and if you feel that will help in our bhakti, we can remember these points. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai. Thank you everyone for joining. Anyone has any questions, any additions, any corrections, anything I might have spoken that which was not correct, please feel free to unmute yourselves and we can discuss. Okay, if nothing, then thank you so much. Mocha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Aap sabki jai. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Hope the session was
Thank
useful.
you.
Any
Yes,
feedback,
thank you,
please let me know.
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
My video got closed, I think. Okay. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.